Thank you, Lord. Well, how about it, y'all? This is Daniel Nicholson from Nicholson Farms, and welcome back to another video. We are getting blessed with some rain right now, some much needed rain. It's been raining since about 6:30 this morning. It's about 9:30 now, so we've had good 3 hours of slow, consistent rain, which is much needed. All our fescue is starting to grow. Some of those cooler season grasses are starting to wake up, so we needed this rain on that fescue for sure. But I've been trying to stay dry, doing the little things around the shed, just kind of cleaning up, piddling with a couple things. But it's time to get busy. We need to move the goats up to the lease today. So while we're loading them and hauling them, I'm gonna be talking to you about why we rotate goats, or we rotate any animals, the benefits of it, some things that we'd like to do better and improve on, and all that good stuff. And we'll just kind of show you moving the goats, along with giving you a couple tips and advice and things to look for while you're rotating your animals. So I hope you enjoy the video. Let's get busy. Mr. Rivers, I don't think you're going to be able to ride in the truck today. You're going to get wet. We might have to put you in the pen. So I already have the trailer hooked up to the truck, and typically we like to load our goats behind the shed. We have a catch pen back here. We'll normally just walk them down. But today all the goats are already underneath the shed since it's raining up front. So we're going to take the truck up there and see if we can load them up there. I've never really loaded the goats up there, but I kind of have a little bit of a plan. So let's get up there and just kind of see how it goes. I've got an extra panel I'll set up. I kind of got an idea where it probably needs to be. So we'll just go up there. I need to get the horses out the way so I can just leave the gate open, because it's going to take about 4 trips. We don't want to do these trips as quick as possible. Luckily, it's only about 70 degrees this morning. So they're not going to get hot, not going to get too stressed out, hopefully, and we'll get them all up there. Well, it decided to start pouring again, so me and Mr. Rivers just hanging out with the goats underneath the barn. Wait until the rain kind of slows down a little bit. The plan is I'm going to back the trailer up to this little gate right here. This gate can swing in. I can bring 12 goats in at a time into this little section, load them up, and then close that gate. We'll go back there and come back and repeat the process several times. So I'm a little impatient. I'm gonna get soaked today, I reckon. But I really want to get this done in the next 2 hours. And looking at the radar, it doesn't look like the rain's gonna let up much. So I went ahead and got the truck backed up here. I've got a little panel sitting on the other side. And basically I bring 12 goats into this little room. We'll open this panel all the way around, and we'll just run them up in the trailer. Think it'll work good. Had to offset it a little bit with that panel. I didn't want to hit the ceiling with my trailer. And then run them up in there, shut the gate behind them. Got this little half barrel just in case they decide to try to go under that. Let's grab 12 and load them up and start hitting the road. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Let's go. Hey, 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 hey. Hey, 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 let's go. Hey, shut up. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. Hey, 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 somebody jump. Don't you go under. Go, sheep. Hey, 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 hey. First load down. Mr. Rivers lucked out. I guess my truck's gonna smell like wet dog, but I'm pretty soaked too, so I don't think I'm gonna smell any better. We'll just have to clean the truck. I didn't want to put him in his kennel. Got the first group loaded up, headed down the road. Be back and forth probably for the next hour or so, moving these goats. everybody. Eat. Be right back with you, friends. Move. Load number 2. Come on, goats. Let's go, goats. We're gonna try to squeeze all these on that last load. Ow! God dang it. Watch that board. Come on. Hey, hey. So there's several reasons that we do pasture rotation with our animals, especially the goats. The goats are very susceptible to parasites, and as we're trying to cull, you know, the ones that are not quite as strong as the rest out of the herd, we still have to deal with the parasites, and we got tired of deworming all the time and started looking for other options to kind of manage the parasite load. And after doing some research, we realized that the parasite's life cycle is only about 3 weeks. So if we could break that life cycle up, it would help us out tremendously. By doing pasture rotation, we're able to do that. We're able to keep the goats off of a pasture for about 3 weeks, or most of the time longer, and we're going to move the horses in to kind of clean up the parasites, because the horses and the goats do not share the same parasites. So it works out pretty well on that end. As we continued to do that, we just started to notice our forage was a little bit better in the pasture. Did a lot more research on pasture rotation and daily moves and, you know, weekly moves. There's all kind of different stuff you can do for that. But that kind of leads us where we're at now, not just on a parasite preventative, but also trying to build forage in our pastures, not taking everything when the goats are grazing or the horses are grazing, leaving something behind to cover our soil, and hopefully in the end we're going to build better soil, have better pastures. And over the past couple of years, we've really noticed the difference. We've been doing this for about 2 years now. We've noticed the difference with the amount of forage, especially right now. We've had a really dry summer. We have grass still. We still haven't had to feed hay. We're not looking like we're going to have to feed hay till around November. And we're going to continue to work on that going forward. We're going to try to get to some, maybe not daily moves, but every other day moves. We're working on putting in some infrastructure here in the next couple months. We're going to be putting in a lot of water lines where we have water access all over the farm, so we're able to break up our pastures even more than we do now. We plan on doing all that with poly rope or poly braid wire and geared reels and step-in posts, trying to break up all this property into smaller chunks so we can save our forage a lot better and also move the goats faster to stay away from the parasites. In hand, we're going to be raising cows and horses with the goats. They'll probably be running with the billy goats, so we keep our herd separate and hopefully grow more grass. But that's pretty much why we do pasture rotation. We were able to get all the goats moved up to the lease. Took about an hour and a half. I really wish we had a larger trailer. Maybe one day, hopefully soon, we'll be able to purchase a trailer. We'll be able to make one trip. But it's just part of it. It's going to happen. It's better for them. To me, it's worth it, just because I know they're going on to some fresh grass that there hasn't been any worm pressure on for about 2 months. So they should be good. It should be good, clean grass, and hopefully they'll do good. They'll be coming home in about 2 weeks. But I really appreciate you hanging out with us. I hope this video might help you. If you're looking into reasons why you should rotate your animals, and keep watching our videos. We got several videos on how we do it. I'm not saying it's the best way, but it is a way. So I really appreciate you hanging out with us. If you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the notification bell, leave us a comment, and we'll see y'all on the next one.